Alright, everyone. Welcome back to the Prince's Pretentious request. For whoever's seeing this in the future, today we have three of our players, maybe a fourth one joining us later. In previous sessions, our group had dealt with some nasty goblins, returned to the city to receive some well-deserved rewards for their advancements, and have been given a job by Blieznatch the Enlightened, the local dwarf alchemist. They're sending the group out to reclaim a tower out in the wilderness that's connected to one of the magical ley lines, so that Blieznatch can put one of his apprentices there and set the place up as his own little magical foundry. And that's where we're at. Before y'all set off across the fields and plains, is there anything anyone wants to do in Dalbach's Rest?
Didn't we do that last session?
I understand, but in case anyone had any thoughts or anything that's still on their mind.
Doesn't seem like it.
Not that I can think of.
Alright, then y'all begin your several days journey across the open plains in order to reach the old tower. Fortunately, y'all should have enough food and water to do so without needing new supplies. As you're crossing through various farms and other less populated areas, you start to see you start to see evidence that there has been activity out here on the plains.
What kind of activity?
I need either, let's see if I remember the skills. It's either tracking or intelligence skill.
God damn it.
I have track humanoids and detect ambush.
Yeah, I have... Oh wait, no I don't. Never mind. I do have intelligence though.
Okay, then go ahead and roll those. Both of you can roll them to get different information.
I got it.
Let's see. Where is your intelligence skill? There it is. You have a 52 in it?
Yeah. Also, aren't you gonna roll? There you go.
Sorry, I was not paying attention. So both of those fail.
Oh, you also have intelligence?
No, but I have track humanoids and detect ambush.
Okay.
But one's 35 and the other one's 40, so they both fail.
By the way, what is streetwise? Before we continue.
Like knowing the criminal underground of a city.
Fair enough, continue.
Mev, you learn that by looking at the overall area, you can see that there's been some fighting here, most likely by some sort of mounted troop using spears.
Okay.
But also some evidence of bows, possibly cavalry bows.
I guess I can relay that. Can I tell how far away they are?
You can just tell that this happened in this general area.
Okay.
And
Are there any like shields on the ground or anything like?
nothing large. Just like divots and cutouts in the grass, broken arrows here and there, like horse track. And yeah, at your best guess, Mev, you could say whatever it was attacked somebody who was on foot, or some buddies.
Okay. Relaying that information. So, keep going.
All right.
Well, we already accepted the job, so I don't really think we have much of an option.
Well, it's just he wasn't saying anything, so I figured he needed me to say keep going or something.
I was just giving you all more chance if there's anything else you want to do.
There's nothing more I can do.
Okay. As you continue on, you find other such evidence, like other places where it appears there's some sort of skirmish.
Oh, wait a minute. I have present sense
Doesn't that
and sense aura.
believe present sense has a limited range? Yeah.
36.6 meters.
I mean, do you want to expend the ISP?
No, it's alright. Let's keep going.
All right. But yes, you're finding evidence of these skirmishes. They're not directly along your path, but you're finding them around where you're at. As you get closer to the tower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, by about your second and a half day, you're just starting to get close enough you could see the top of the tower. It's still roughly 15, 20 miles away. If you continue on, you'll be able to reach there by nightfall. Or y'all can camp early.
You said what, 15 to 20 miles?
Yes.
How far is that in meters?
Oh, it's 1,600 meters to a mile.
Okay. I
Or
don't know.
24 kilometers.
That just confuses me even more. But okay. So, do you guys want to rest? Or we can keep going? Oh.
I don't know. Been a lot of fighting around here. Is there any indication that the fighting has gotten more intense as we get closer to the...
A little bit. You could tell that it's at least been larger groups.
Is there anything on the, like, are there pieces of this stuff on the ground?
If you have track humanoids, you can use that skill.
No.
Otherwise, it'll just be a straight perception check.
I do. Let me roll that.
How about object read?
That's the other way around.
You have to have an object to read it.
That's what I'm asking. Is
I'm saying there's... you rolled that slightly wrong, folk.
Yeah, I rolled it backwards. Sorry.
Just letting you know. A perception check is just use your perception skill it's under the combat tab of the sheet, and it's just a d20 plus the bonus. Yep, yeah, perception is under combat. So if you're going to find an object for object read, you're going to have to search around to find something.
Okay, that was aimed at me. I have to do perception.
Anybody can.
Can I do detect ambush again?
Sure.
I have +0.
Hey.
Alright, you're able to determine that there was an ambush set up here to a lesser degree. After some work, you're able to determine that somebody had at a time dug a shallow pit with and used a grass blind in order to set up an ambush position.
But it's not occupied right now.
No, it's been kind of partially filled in, and the grass is made out dispersed.
So I rolled my perception.
Alright, Mev, you have found some broken arrows and even a crude dagger.
I'll try to object read the crude dagger.
Okay.
How do I do this? Will you stop that?
Checking your character sheet so I can see your abilities.
Yeah, I'm literally looking at object read under the bionic, cybernetics, biowizardry, and cybernetics,
Oh,
which is
okay.
where I put the information for it.
I'm sorry. I thought it was under the power sheet.
Look, I'm sorry, it's just every time you switch to a different tab, it knocks me off of what I'm doing, and it's really annoying. So, what do I have to do for this?
You spend the ISP points, and then you can make a percentile roll as it shows for which of the
So it's 6.
yes, for which of the ability, or which of the 3 types of object read you want to do. You can do one at a time.
I guess I'll do images?
Okay.
So it says 48%. Do I roll a D100?
Yes. Get under 40.
What are the other 2 kinds of things that you could do?
Impressions and the present.
Mm-hmm.
Those don't sound nearly as useful.
Well, let's say you have an item that was a person.
Did I do that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, good.
Let's say you had an object of importance that somebody carried around for a good bit of time, so it's kind of connected to them. If you had object read and you did present, you could see where that person is presently, as well as their general condition.
Ah, I thought you said presence. That's a little...
Yeah, ending with a T. Present. But with images, you're doing it on a knife?
Yeah, the dagger.
Yeah, you see the image of a goblin running along. Several times it shoots arrows and then seems to draw its knife before the images suddenly end with a splatter of blood.
And nothing to say what actually killed him.
all you know is very sudden.
All right.
What do those arrowheads look like?
Use your weapon quality skill. All right. These arrowheads are bone, but they look like they've been carefully shaped. Like somebody who really knows what they're doing was able to, grind shape and because you don't nap bone, so you mainly sand it to shape. But they're actually very well made.
Are they, like, can I tell if it's goblin make or not, or?
No, this is a lot. This is not crude like goblins would make something.
Okay.
Actual skill and craftsmanship went into this.
Interesting.
Okay, so I have a question about remote viewing.
Mm-hmm.
Since I saw the goblin, do I still need a photo or a video image of the person?
With remote viewing, you're trying to see a very specific person, if I remember correctly.
I can also ask specific questions like, are they alive? Who's surrounding them? I just figured if I could remote view the body.
I believe the part with the picture or image is you have to have something to focus on that's in front of you. At least that's how it appears written.
Okay. I mean, I guess I could. I mean, are we still that far away, or as far away as we were when, or have we been moving closer while we did this?
I was saying you could see the top of the tower at this distance, and you found another battlefield, so I imagine you stopped to look at it.
Okay.
I say we stop for the night.
Sure.
I think we'll be okay.
Are you going to set up watch?
Sure, I'll take the first watch.
Saran will take the second.
Okay. I guess we'll pad that out with Ziltia, Halman, and Mev. So give me a perception check for the first watch.
I don't have perception.
Then you just roll straight. It's under combat tab of your character sheet. And if you don't have a bonus perception, just roll a d20.
Oh, that's right. That's for bonuses.
How long does it take to get back ISP? Like, just a rest?
I know for PPE, I believe it's 8 per 8 hours of rest, and I was checking that right at the moment.
Well, I got a 2, so I don't think I notice anything.
It is all quiet. Next person, give me a perception check.
8.
Yeah, think you see fires way off in the distance, but it's so far away you can't really pin it down.
Or it could be the eyes of the werewolf that's standing right next to you. Ah!
I shall make the werewolf my slave.
No. We discussed this. You get a bear. You don't get a werewolf. You get a bear.
Oh,
You get a zombie bear.
Werebear?
I agreed that I would not have a spider. That is all I agreed to.
Can we compromise and say werebear?
Yes.
Only if it's a zombie werebear.
okay.
Zombie part's important.
Okay, I found PPE, which is 5 per hour of rest unless you have meditation.
So there's nothing for ISP.
I'm looking.
Okay.
I'll look under psionic powers. Maybe it's there. Nope, that's just the freaking name of the powers. Maybe it's under psychic characters.
Page 366.
Yeah. Well, that's physical psychic powers under the main book. I guess I'm gonna have to go. If I don't find anything.
As it currently stands, most magic and psionic classes that use PPE and ISP recover very slowly, roughly 5 PPE/ISP per hour of sleep and rest, and 10 PPE/ISP per hour of meditation.
Okay, then there you go. So every time you rest, you gain 5 back per hour.
Just so you're aware, I'm reading this off of a form.
It looks about the same as what I've seen from what I've found, so I will accept that.
Okay.
I was trying to see if there's anything different between ISP and PPE.
So, since we went through 2 watches, does that mean that I've recovered? Has it been an hour?
You have gone through 3 or 4 hours by now.
Alright, so I recovered.
Yep,
So,
20.
I guess it's... Huh?
It'd be 20 ISP then.
Yeah.
5 per
I
hour.
only use 6.
Oh, okay then. Never mind.
I just need to know. Alright, so is it my turn to watch?
That
I think
will.
so.
Darn it! I just closed out your character sheet on my screen.
I have it open.
No, I was just making sure that you had refilled your ISP up to full level.
Yep.
It'll go through Ziltia first. It's gonna say your character had it at the,
Someone's breathing really heavily into the mic.
it's about to say who went full Darth Vader. It looks like Ziltia only has, she has no bonus perception.
How about a turtle hydra instead as a pet?
Oh, that sounds like fun.
That does sound fun. We shall see.
Alright. Ziltia is a little concerned. We'll inform Halman when it's his turn that she saw stuff out there beyond just fires in the distance. Possibly movement. Let's see. And Halman does not have any bonus perception, but does have dog-like smell. And night vision.
Natural 20.
Yeah. He'll be at that point. Halman will wake Mep up early.
Okay.
And he will inform you that he has seen movement and smells something. It smells kind of like a horse, kind of like what Blade's riding, but different, and it seems to keep moving around. It's hard to pin down because it doesn't.
Present sense.
You don't sense anything except the group within 36 meters.
Okay. So, I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, if it's not close enough for me to use presence sense, nothing else I use is going to be useful. I mean, we might want to wake up the other people. I don't know.
Well, if you say that, Hellman will go waking everybody up.
And upon hearing that, I use detect ambush.
Well, if I can't presence sense them, there's nobody close enough,
Yeah,
right?
detect ambush is more of like you're moving along an area and you realize there's the telltale signs of stuff about to hit you, not when you lay down for rest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good
I'm not
point.
trying to wake everybody up. It's more like there's something out there you might want to just be a little ready in case they come charging at us.
I still think Hellman would have woken. Well, I am only guessing at this point, but I think would have woken other people up.
No, I get that. I'm just saying they can go back to sleep as long as they, still have in the back of their mind that they might be woken up at any minute to fight.
And that's an individual choice for each person.
I'm basically saying it's possible for you to still sleep. But so now what?
I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
Yes?
Siran will stay awake and try to do a prayer of communion to see if, like, she can communicate with her god and sense any impending danger.
Okay.
So success ratio is 16, but I'm level 2 now, so I get a plus 8. So that is 24. Okay, here we go. I'm sensing that I'm going to fail miserably, but oh well.
Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts.
Yep.
Positive thoughts.
Well, there's my positive thoughts right there. Okay. Well, she's just going to stay awake now because now she has no idea.
Come on, Moriarty. Why you gotta hit me with them negative wave?
Sitting there going, oh my terrible god, can you tell me about the future?
Bitch, you woke me up.
All you hear is just like, no. It's like, well, fuck you then. It's like, what was that? Nothing? I thought so.
Anyways, for you that stay awake until the morning, nothing happens. And, as daylight comes, you all are still alone out on the plains.
Alright, shall we continue our trek? We might want to be a little stealthy about this, though.
I'm just thinking about this group in stealth.
Yeah. Well, let's continue onwards, I suppose.
This word stealth. What does it mean again? Can you explain it to me?
Well, usually it means not screaming and running out to murder things.
Nope. I think I did that right. I wanted to see if I could prowl, but apparently not.
Wow. Yeah, you find it's hard to prowl through the grass that only comes up to your ankles.
Being a 15-foot tall giant and all.
But anyways,
I still think that should have gone up a lot more from things, but whatever.
trust me, it adds up pretty fast over time. Or over levels. But yes, you are getting to be about 10 miles away. You can clearly see the tower. It's not a wreck. It at least seems to be intact.
Okay. How close are we to the tower?
Like I said, 10 miles away. 16 kilometers.
Okay, so present sense? I don't know.
Like
I think we
you're not that close.
Okay.
just continue marching, I suppose.
And anyone can make perception checks if they want.
I shall do so.
As with me.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, those are some pretty good rolls.
Oh, I thought the lower rolls were better.
Not on d20s.
D20, the higher the roll, the better. On D100s, the lower the roll, the better.
Okay.
Alrighty then. But you are seeing that there are some smoke coming up from near the tower, and you're also seeing off to the east and west of it, there's other places where smoke's coming up from either fires that are recently burned out or are still burning.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
I am finally free.
Take your time getting ready. You just need to adjust your mic slightly. Is that you dying, Saran?
Yeah.
Stop dying.
Yeah, please.
Not allowed.
So
Okay.
That
not-
is
not
a
okay.
federal crime.
Okay. I shall live.
No death. Only in roll 20 is goblin
Well-
death.
Yeah, I'm hoping just goblin death because I don't want Saran to die. She has too many people to sacrifice and too many maidens to steal the virtue of.
Do I have to roll perception again if I want to try and find something of these people to see if I can't do the remote viewing?
Yeah, you can start looking around again. Try and see if you can find another battlefield.
Nope. Oh.
I mean, you can find evidence of where there's fighting, but you can't find any objects.
Can
So
I
which
try to roll to find an object?
Well, the best way to put it is, as you've been traveling, you've been finding all sorts of various, I guess the best way to put it is evidence of skirmishes. Not big organized fights, but smaller attacks.
Saran asked if he could do perception to find an object?
Sure.
Sure. 18.
Good roll.
Oh,
You're able to find a destroyed shield.
I will throw it to Maeve.
Can I see that?
Oh, okay then. I'll let Foxy eat first.
Does it have any heraldry on it?
No.
Oh, never mind. Give it to her.
All right, giving it to Maeve.
Alright.
Can I see any knowledge on it? No? Oh, okay, you can have it now.
I guess I'll do images again.
Okay.
Can I do recognize weapon quality?
Sure.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright, you get some more images, Mev, of the fighting. It's a goblin who's surrounded. Seems, well, not surrounded, but he seems very disorientated as there's attacks going off to various sides of him. And his low perspective, all he can really see is like the lower portions of horses and riders, and what he looks like are riders going by before you see the shield shattered by a lance going through it.
They have lances.
Oh, well, that's useful information.
Yeah,
I can tell you that it's a shield.
It's just I don't know many horseback people who can switch between lance and archery quickly, which seems to be what's happening. So these might be very specialized people or something completely different. So can we keep
Would my
moving?
horsemanship... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Would my paladin horsemanship tell me anything about who they may be? Like what kind of, I don't know, I guess, unit they would be? Like, would they be paladins or rangers or something else?
I believe that's normally covered under intelligence, or I think there's a military knowledge for that one.
Oh, I don't have those.
I mean, you'd be able to go, somebody's good at horseback riding because they're able to use a lance and hit a goblin, which is a pretty small, low target. Definitely somebody who isn't just a hunter in that case. Especially considering they broke a shield.
Well, it seems that they're only killing goblins, so hopefully we don't have anything to fear.
Hopefully.
Keep pressing forward.
Okay. Oh, and just because people might have missed this, Meb decided to prowl forward of the main group to try and sneak up and see what's going on.
Yes.
Alright, you'll have to move a couple of miles forward, but not terribly so. Let's see. Alright, I gotta do character sheet area first. Let's see, can I do this? No. Okay, I will figure this out. I always screw this up each time I try it. There we go. You're still off of the map, Mev, but this is the area you found, and you can see the outside.
Okay.
I hope I got you onto the correct map.
Yeah, I see stuff.
Here.
Oh, I could split the group and put certain players onto certain maps, and so I was moving Mev onto the map for the tower.
Well, where's my character going to be appearing?
You could choose any map edge. It'll just take you additional time because you're approaching from the southeast.
That's where I was asking because I didn't know where I was approaching.
Yeah.
So right near that little camp.
If you're to come on the map there, yes, you can circle the tower and come onto the map at another position if you want.
I mean, there's really no other place to appear.
You can come all the way around to the north. You can circle all the way to the west side if you want.
All right, I'll go to the west side. There.
All right, let's see if I can do this right. There, put your marker or token on the map.
I don't know where you put it.
Left side of the map. Does that be the west side?
This is where I said I came in. And why is the green one empty again?
Hold on. I think it's because of the state I saved it in. So that one's supposed to be your armor. Hold on. Body.
There, I got it.
Yeah, I changed it on your token for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know. The problem is you have to delete the token from the character sheet and then go, this is the selected token, save it again, and each time you change the token. So it can be a pain. But yeah, as long as you're like belly crawling, the grass is high enough around here to hide you.
Alright, as a precaution, can I activate intuitive combat without being seen?
That's a psychic power, yeah.
Yeah.
With psychic powers, all you have to do is spin the ISP and it'll activate. It's not like a magic spell, which tends to be a lot flashier.
Well, I just wanted to know because I have one here, cannot be caught by surprise, even by attacks from behind or from long range, which means I can parry or dodge all attacks leveled at me.
Uh, for how long does that last?
2 melee, but after the last time of a goblin seeing me, it's kind of worth it.
Okay.
Because these might be a bit more tough. So anyway, somebody else's turn.
Well, I mean, you are miles scouted forward. They can't even communicate with you. I mean, this is, you can see this side of the map and these individuals. There's a rise of rock up to the tower itself, as you can see.
Well, I guess I can prowl back, because...
If you want to leave and rejoin the group, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just going to go back and tell them what I saw.
Alright, I'll remove your icon from that map.
But I imagine that's where I'm going to have everyone appear.
If you want to.
Right, because it's probably easier for us.
Alright. I forgot to ask, do you have lore monsters?
I do not, but
I might.
I imagine I know what they are. Or at least I can describe them well enough.
You can describe
I have-
them, yeah.
I
Yeah.
have lore monsters and demons.
Well, you didn't see them, I did.
Yeah, that's true.
So when I get back, I'll relay what they look like, and you can probably,
yeah.
you just got to roll to figure out if you recognize what they are.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow that.
So roll a D100, Kiwi.
Yep. Okie doke. D100, and would it be like the greater than?
Less than 45.
Less, yeah. Then 45. I think I did the right symbol. Nope.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I might have to see them.
I don't know.
But I found a place that we can go up and be okay.
Okay.
Well, you were hidden. If you, at least if nobody's moved around much, if you approached all the way from the west side, you'd at least have the rise of the tower between you and those people you observed.
Well, we gotta go through them eventually, so... But yeah, I guess that's where we can appear.
Alright.
I mean, if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Alright. Ah, darn it. Need to remove that damn aura. Thank you, Roll20. Blade. Mev. Have to correct the damn icon again. Okay, Roll20 is just deciding to be slow on everything.
There, I'll move my character there. You have to change Blade's icon.
He has his stuff on him correctly, I think.
No, I gave you his new pixel icon.
Oh, shoot.
Oh yeah, the new picture.
I have not uploaded that yet. I am sorry.
No, we
Just let me get people on the map first, and then I will proceed
Who knows?
to
In the
correction.
middle of a fight, I might lose an arm during this session, so you might have to reroll.
If you do lose an arm, please be sure to pick it up. Whoever cut it off.
Alright.
Yeah, you might be able to reattach it.
This one's just like, to hell with that. Use it as a weapon.
Yeah, I haven't uploaded it yet.
I can sew it back together, maybe. No. Do I? Can I? Maybe?
Probably. You guys also have a prayer you guys can do for, helping us heal.
Yeah.
Okay, I am trying to remember. You send that
Healing
over a
touch.
direct message?
I sent it to you.
Oh, there
I
it
can
is.
send it again.
No, I found it. I just hadn't saved it. I was just making sure where you had sent it. That's all.
Alright. Since I'm close enough now, I'm gonna try and do sense aura to see what their levels are. See if they have magic. See if they have psychic abilities. See
Okay.
if their PPE is high or low. See if there's anything possessing him. And see if they have any serious mental illness.
I think I got that changed over. Delete the old icon, and now I have to do the really dumb stuff.
What are you talking about?
I gotta edit his sheet so that becomes his default.
Ah.
There we go. Save changes. Alrighty then. And Blade, you could see your character. Can you move it?
Yeah, hold on.
Awesome. Let's get everyone centered up on a square. There we go. And you can use that power out to 36 meters. Okay. Just a warning, the hexes on this map are 2 meter instead of 1 meter hexes.
Okay.
Okay, so the nearest one is outside of your range. And you're not detecting anything inside the tower. Are you trying to prowl closer?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get close enough. Yeah, he's at 36. So now I can do present sense. Or sense aura, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Centaur requires line of sight. You have to actually see them.
Are you serious? How about... Well, I'm prowling, so... They can't see me, right?
Not without a good check.
Not without a really good roll.
There you go.
Yeah, very good roll.
Alright, there we go. So I'm close enough to sense what, all that stuff I said.
No magical ability, no psychic abilities, no possession, no mental illness. Level is considered low.
High or low PPE?
Low.
Okay. What's PPE again?
That's your magical energy reserves for like
Ah.
spell casting.
Okay. Good. Alright, so then I'll scurry back up here. Tell them about it.
Okay.
And then back down here.
Alright. Of course, you're noticed when you crawled back down.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Of course. My
Well,
prowling's great, but
Like, okay, this is what I found out. I'll crawl back down to observe. What's that over there?
and she's just laying in the grass like, I'm gonna kill something. I'm done.
You don't even know yet.
No, she sees the glint in his eyes.
She's out for bloodlust. For bloodlust.
She knows this is bullshit.
you just see the grass within 15 feet of her just start vibrating because things start levitating off of the ground.
She's pissed.
Uh-huh.
She's like, God fucking.
Wait, that one noticed me? Son of a bit! Alright, I'm gonna start needing everyone to throw out an initiative while I set things up on one side.
Alright, dropping down to 37 ISP so I can initiate the intuitive combat. Because I had rescinded that because I realized I had to go back to them and, tell them everything, so.
Oh,
Holy crap.
Jesus.
1D, 120.
Wow, that was really bad.
Blade 2.
Oof.
Wow. Oof. Wow.
I'm pretty sure ZLTL loses the turn now.
Holy shit!
Pretty sure you lose the turn now.
Well, I think it's safe to assume that everybody else goes first.
I still rolled a 6.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
You
God,
see the grass vibrate even more violent.
In fact, it's just starting to die.
Yeah, she's so angry, just the grass around her's dying.
It's starting to wilt.
Jeez. Really?
They all rolled ones, too.
I really dislike Roll20's random generator.
Uh-huh.
Because on everything else, we roll great. But
Right.
on this friggin' website, it's just a down. It's God.
It's like, oh, you want a good roll? Nope.
See, if these were actual die, we'd be putting them in dice jail.
You're grounded.
All right.
No, I'd just be removing them from the gene pool until...
I'm gonna start rolling actual dice and just taking pictures of my roll.
All right, Saran, you're up first.
Okay.
Remember, go for the eyes.
Right.
Always for the eyes.
Remember, your movement's in meters, not hexes, so...
Okay. How many meters can I move again? Sorry.
I thought we can move 8. I thought.
Like I said, the hexes here are 2 meters instead of 1.
That's.
So I have 26 speed.
You can move 32 squares, so divide
30.
that in half, I guess.
No, 32 meters. It shows up when he does the measurement.
Okay, then I'll just...
I have everybody's moves written down as squares.
Right here, behind Maeve. Because she makes a good shield. And she is twice my size.
Yeah.
And can I still take an action to that?
Okay, just as a... just to say, this entire... all that gray stuff, that is a glyph face.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah. You can't just scramble straight through it, so...
Yeah, it's not just a little, hill.
It's not just a little hill. It's a big hill.
So yeah, you were back.
I was farther than that.
There?
I was no, because I moved 32 meters, so I have to.
There?
I'd say there, right there.
I'll just leave that there so you can move.
Okay, so you're actually going to have to tell me how many meters I can move. Because, like I said, everybody I have written down is in squares.
Okay.
That's equal to the meters, because originally the squares are 1 meter, so.
So,
Okay,
Yeah.
I could still make it there.
You can still make it there, cool.
okay.
I'm just like kind of like one square off. So I'd have to move here first, and then I'd be here.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just have my aspirin ready. I'm not going to use any poison yet.
Say that again?
Aspergillium ready, no poison yet.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn there.
Alright, I gotta find someone. Okay, he has to wait because it's not his turn yet. Or he doesn't know what's going on. But does get to that one. Pretty much this individual gives up a huge cry out to get other people's attention. It is in Elvish.
So we can understand it.
Yes.
What's he saying?
Effectively, come quick, the intruders.
Okay.
Lovely.
And at that...
Is anybody in the party really good at talking?
What?
Talking?
Okay, I didn't hear talking. I heard top licking.
That's what I heard too.
So I'm not alone.
No.
Let's look at tops, people.
Okay, is anybody in the party good at talking to people? Because we might be able to talk our way out of this
I have a 98 in trust.
if they speak Elven.
Let me look at.
I have like a 40 to charm and impress, and that's it.
I've got a 45.
I have first.
All I heard is I have thirst.
First.
Holy crap.
I have I have 92 base percentage, I think, for language Elven.
Well, that means you have a good command of
Yeah,
the language,
yeah.
and you generally don't screw up to the point somebody's like, you want to do what to my nipples?
Okay, so whoever wants to try talking to these people can. I mean, does Blade have
I can write
Elvish?
Elven.
Yeah, I can speak Elvish.
Let's let Blade talk to him.
I mean, they've rushed up, but they have not. They aren't attacking, but they do seem very wary, and they have weapons ready.
Fun.
Two of them have lances of the 3 you could see, and one has a bow.
So I don't know whose turn it is, because I think to go in that order.
It'd be your turn, actually. It's Mev
My
turns
turn?
now. Yes.
Well, since everyone's talking about talking, holds up 2 of her hands without weapons. Hi, we just want to talk. If that's okay.
Okay, you better roll that charm and impress like nothing else.
Well, you said they're not ready to attack.
That wasn't exactly a great, hey, let's talk. That's like, sort
It
of.
doesn't mean they're not hostile.
No.
It just means they're not attacking.
Yeah.
I just read, like, I raised my hands like I have no weapons.
I understand. It's just what you said and
You
how
hold
you
the
said it.
claymore and the other
I
two
don't know how
behind your back.
else to put it.
Yeah, so roll that charm and impress.
No.
Oof.
I don't know why that turned back on. Why did that turn on?
It
No,
might be
I don't.
because we moved to another sheet. It can happen
Fuck.
sometimes.
Let me try that again, because I didn't mean to roll those dice, because those dice suck.
The physics dice.
Yeah, I don't like the physics dice. See? I do better on that.
Okay.
I don't know why it turned on.
I'll allow it since you normally don't roll physics dice. Yes, magically your stuttering words made them at least seem a little less ready to skewer you. The lances aren't held quite at the ready
Alright,
for a
she's looking back at
charge.
y'all. She's looking back at y'all going, alright, if y'all want to talk, now's the time, because I'm not good at this shit.
Blade is up next.
Is that you trying to talk to them?
No, that's just me thinking.
I'm just imagining.
That was worse than me.
The dwarf guy just like just like me asking everyone to talk, and he's just like
They're all like, "You're the one who wanted to talk to him."
So,
Okay, so can I move here and then say, are you the scream out, hey, are you the ones that have been killing the goblins?
I believe that's
Really
within your
killing-
movement, so you should be fine. Right.
Do I need a roll for Elven?
If you're below 90, I would say it just to make sure that you're clearly understood.
Oh, well, crap.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, because I'm at a 73.
oh.
Hold on. See if they even lower their weapons at this point.
Yeah, well, they understood me. Oh, with a +2.
Good.
Why do you have a +2?
Because I didn't take last roll that I did. It would have still passed though, because it would be a 22.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't make any major screw-up speaking Elvish.
Do any of us speak their language?
I do.
I
Good.
think I
Elvish.
do, or I can understand them. At least.
Oh, hold on. Quick question.
Hmm.
I just did that underneath literacy. Should that be done in languages, right?
Yeah,
you
Instead
have
of
literacy
to be able
is
literacy?
to
reading.
speak. You have to be able to speak a language to have literacy in it.
No, he's
Okay.
asking if he should have rolled for the language total instead of the literacy total.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not writing this to them. I'm talking to them. So. Okay.
Just
Well,
have
then that roll should have been 75 instead
Yeah,
of 55.
that's still fine. That's well under it.
You just have like a whiteboard or something, just like scribbling something out.
Yeah, your your language isn't stilted and mechanical, or like habla española. What? No, you're not that bad.
Zabekan Sie Deutsch?
Yeah.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Ja? Nein? Okay. I tried.
My German's pretty terrible. So I have no idea what he said.
I don't know German, so.
Anyways, you know, as you're going, like, are you the person killing the goblins? You know, they're gonna kind of look at you a little more quizzically and kind of lower their lances a bit more. They're not quite putting them up, but they're just kind of, they're looking at you more like, you don't quite seem so dangerous, but they're keeping a good standoff distance. Ziltia.
Can I stow my lance?
Yeah.
Can I still do that in my turn?
Do what?
Well, I mean, we entered combat, so I'm going to assume that I pulled my lance out to use because I'm on my horse.
Uh-huh.
Can I, like, stow that? Like, do the same, like, do the whole knight thing where you put it in a stirrup and stick it up in the...
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, then I'm going to do that.
Ziltia, anything you want to do?
I guess I could just walk closer.
If you want.
Yeah. Nope. Let's see if I can remember how to do the thing. Nope.
Left click and then Q.
Yeah.
Bagpipes.
Yeah,
No.
I was gonna suggest, should I ask them if they like bagpipes?
Oh, we didn't repair the bagpipes. They're still broke.
Yeah, they are.
Bullshit.
Come on, why is my computer...
Maybe we shouldn't repair them.
Oh, no! Hold on. What happened?
You're still having trouble getting your character moved.
I accidentally exited out of the screen because I was trying to press buttons and my computer was like, hello.
Sorry.
You pressed the Windows button, didn't you?
Yes. And not on purpose.
Button. Never go forward.
So it's click, Q, no, come on.
Got to pick up the icon first?
Yep,
Then hit Q.
there we go. How far can I move again? It was like 12 spaces or something like that.
12 meters, I believe.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna set myself right there.
Let's see. I know...
13 squares.
Ow.
So 13 meters.
Yeah. That's still about as far as you can go.
Yeah, that's fine for now. Just kind of...
She takes another half stride forward. Just pauses there and holds it. Like
Yeah,
one
just
of those
like,
freeze frame things.
I'll just stay here.
Alright, and Saran, you're going to do anything?
I don't speak their language, so for the time being, no.
Okay.
Just stick your arm up in the air and go, pow.
Wave it around like you just don't care.
Because I don't want to take any, like, openly hostile, like, actions in front of them either, so.
That is true. We don't really know anything about them.
Yeah. Because otherwise I'd be loading poison into it. There's
Okay.
3 doses of poison and 3 of them. But I'm not going to do that because they'd probably be like, well, what is she doing? So.
Is that their war cry?
So yeah, don't worry. I'm not doing anything for the time being.
Alright, without you making any overtly aggressive moves, they will move just a bit more forward. Pretty much calling out to y'all in, Dragonese, Elvish, what is your business here?
Oh, I do speak Dragonese.
Oh.
I could have been speaking to them this entire time. Oh well.
Why did the shop owner send us out here? What did he want?
He wants to control the
went to
tower.
Place of operations.
Oh, crud.
We don't necessarily have to tell them that, though.
That's true.
In fact, we don't even know if they're
Don't want to necessarily lie to them either. They might be able to know if we're lying.
We could say we're just passing through.
Or we could tell
Kinda
them
are.
most of the truth and tell them that we were hired by the prince to take back the planet.
So are you whispering this shit back to and forth to each other?
Loudly whispering across the fields.
In
I'm
language?
I'm screaming quietly back to her. But if you only tell them half of
But half a truth is still part of a lie.
But again, like I said, what language are you whispering this between you all?
Dwarvish.
Yes, sure.
Better yet, let's use troll.
Or goblin.
Troll and giant.
Troll
Because
and
I
giant.
speak.
Okay, so that's like 3 of y'all, I believe, understand troll.
I sure as hell don't.
I do.
Good for you.
I'm giant. I can understand troll.
Yeah, they're looking at y'all a little more warily, considering you're, speaking in a foreign tongue they can't understand. It speaks of, hiding intentions.
I don't know why we just don't tell them that.
Because they could be. The idea that I had is that they could be hostile to us taking possession of the tower, and then we have to fight them.
Or they
Instead
could
of
just
like
be on a
lying our
first-
way closer and then.
Or we could, go back to the owner and go, there's centaurs there, and,
Well, he already said claim it by any means necessary. And he'd probably tell us,
that's right.
you already know what I mean by any means necessary.
I think
We could
that's
negotiate
the
up
exact words
front.
that he used. Yeah. Negotiate instead of fight would be the idea. Because they're obviously sentient and they speak Elvish, so. It's not quite the same as just wiping out a band of goblins or something.
Yeah, as y'all are talking amongst yourselves, they seem to be getting a bit more agitated, and those lances are starting to kind of come up to a more defensive angle.
Oh god. Saran's gonna tell everybody, it's like, okay, maybe we should stop talking to each other and start talking to them, because they seem like they're getting pissed.
Okay.
And she's going to say this in Dragonese.
Sorry. We were hired by the prince to take back this winter castle of his. And one of the people in town hired us to come out here and look at the...
One of them who, at least since he's been the one who's been speaking each time, possibly the leader at the moment. What prince do you speak about and where from? There's no prince out here.
I've completely forgotten the prince's name, but I'll just say the prince's name.
Okay.
We don't even know if they're allies with the prince.
Get ready to kill some people then.
Yeah.
You did not just say that in front of them.
No.
No, I said that out of character. Out of
Okay.
character. Out of
Okay.
character.
Alright. What heraldry does this prince have?
We should have put the elf with us.
Would I have seen his heraldry?
You have a piece of it. It's in the coins you were paid recently.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'll just I'll hold up one of the coins then and say this one, and then like describe the heraldry in detail to him.
Shitting me? Yeah. He just looks at you. I don't know who that is. I've not heard of them. There's certainly none that have been out in these lands.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's just going to be looking up at the tower.
Well, we were hired by a local merchant to come look at the tower, so you mind if we walk around and look at some stuff?
He'll kind of look at you. This tower is an evil place.
Evil how?
Can you define evil? Is it like cursed or something?
We don't know. We can't get inside the tower. But there's always something like those cursed goblins that come from this area.
Then why are you here?
Making sure
To
that
kill
there's
the goblins, obviously.
I didn't hear what you said, hon.
Just at that, he'll just kind of motion with his lancet blade for saying that. Or was that Sauron? It's hard to tell. Damn it.
Saying what?
They're
Nice.
guardians, essentially.
Oh.
Guardians of the tower. They're trying to keep the goblins away from it.
Well, he more said goblins appear near this place. We don't know where they're coming from, so we come here to hunt them.
If they're appearing near her, I wonder if they have one of those summoning circles that we ran past last time.
Lore magic.
Okay. So, 1D100.
Do these guys have any... Go ahead, sorry.
Was it just D100 for that?
Yeah, get below the skill.
Okay. RD100.
My question would be, do these centaurs have any, like, heraldry on them at all? Like, tribal markings or breastplates that have anything on?
Did I do that right? I don't think I did.
No, you did not do that right.
Oops. RD100.
Have the less than sign facing the other number.
Yeah.
You're doing
you
it
have
backwards.
it set as greater than,
I
not
had it
less than.
backwards. Oops.
Lore magic. Yeah, your lore magic's 25.
25. Okay. Well, I wouldn't have gotten it one either.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know. I'm not sure how.
No clue.
Yeah.
She's literally like, it's on a ley line. It could be anything.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
It's magic. Magic goes poof.
Yeah, these centaurs do seem to have a common heraldry among them.
Okay. Can I use heraldry recognition?
Go ahead. But do it at minus 10%. Premature target number drops by 10%.
Failure.
It's consistent with all of them, but you're not sure what it denotes.
Okay.
And yes, all three of them are wearing armor.
Okay, so it's not like tribal, it's like actual armor for people. A civilization would be the point.
It's still leather, but it's still... It's you could say it is kind of tribal. Or more clannish. Think Scottish.
Celtic.
Yeah, it
Celtic.
wasn't like just a group of people that are hanging out in the woods. This is a tribe of people, whether it's Native Americans or Scottish clans or whatever.
Yeah, this is a tribe, or this is a proper association, as you would. Most likely a clan.
Freedom!
I don't have
They
my
can
best
take our
boots.
lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
They can take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
donuts.
Yep, both are doing it. Jesus. All we need next is the Irish guy to unmute himself and start yelling it.
I know.
No, he'd be the crazy one in the corner talking to himself.
Well, they aren't attacking you, but they certainly have. You certainly haven't managed anything like diffusing the situation so far.
We're at a checkmate.
A stalemate.
Stalemate, yeah.
We'd like to sit down and talk to you about how you hunt the goblins, please. Maybe we can learn something from you. Maybe learn a little bit about your...
Well, if you want to sit and have a meet, then have you brought anything with you for it?
I'm unfamiliar with this custom. What do you mean, meat? Do we exchange gifts of some kind?
Did we exchange meat?
Sharon's just gonna pinch the bridge of her nose, like, this is not going well.
I'll pull out like a little flask of, I don't know, some kind of alcoholic beverage. Like, how about this?
I'm drunk.
Well, since it's obvious y'all haven't brought any game with you, I guess that will have to do, and we can discuss this.
We do have food, and we're willing to share it, but we don't have any fresh game, no.
Alright, they'll still keep their distance, but they'll bring you back over to their small, camp here to talk with you. To at least allow you to... If you've brought food, you can cook it up here instead of...
Can I run my cooking skills so I won't burn him like last time, I swear.
Can we cook her bagpipes?
No!
Cook the bagpipe.
Don't cook my bagpipes.
It's only
won't
good for
taste
kindling now.
Are we all going over to the campfire thing?
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay on my horse, and I'm just gonna kind of stay over here-ish.
Okay. Be
That's
like, right.
not very... Okay. Hopefully this does not unsettle them.
Hello, we have joined you.
Are you gonna move to join?
Alright.
Anyways, the, oh, gosh. Okay, come on, roll 20. Don't die on me. But the, leader will introduce himself as Atreon.
I'm Blade, and that's... I've completely forgotten all of the characters' names now.
Siran will speak up like, my name is Siran.
That's the Minotaur, and that's the
My
little
name is
evil
Sylvia.
woman, and yeah,
I have a
I'll just
name.
introduce the whole group and myself.
So, who wants to attempt cooking food?
I do. I will
Oh.
attempt.
Oh dear. I still remember the last attempt.
Me too.
Yeah, one of the other centaurs will stoke up the fire, and you realize the fire is made of like the burning remains of goblins and their equipment.
I don't know how well that's gonna
Nice.
do with the spices, but okay. So roll RD100 list, and do I need to do the less than 20? Or
How bad is your cooking skill?
it's not the best.
Okay, maybe
Oh,
you
no,
should let
30.
me do it.
35. It's 35. I mistyped. Oh.
Can I try to cook instead?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll allow you to try to
try-
intervene on this pending disaster.
Mine isn't much.
I'm gonna
better.
pull out one of my healing potions and ask.
I tried cutting a vegetable and then I accidentally cut my finger.
That was better than your attempt, but it still didn't pass.
Still didn't pass, but I mean,
I was like 10, 12 points over. 12 points over passing.
so while Ziltia is trying to make a field stew without water,
or the stew.
well, no, she pulled out the salted meat without desalting it, just put it into the pot along with
Water.
some of herbs and
Don't get the goblin hand. That thing's disgusting.
a potato, and then Sarad's like, oh, right, pours in water, still without unsalting the meat.
Well, the meat's already in there. It's already browning. What do you want me to do?
and then just for his finishing touches, just throw in a little goblin hand.
Okay, if we're trying to kill them, I have poisons that can do that. You know that, right?
Don't put the goblin hand in it. Please don't put the goblin hand in it.
Do not put the... Don't. Oh, God.
Yeah, these centaurs are going to politely refuse any food. It's one of y'all sitting there, it's like, oh, it can't be that bad, and you're trying to eat a piece of hardtack like a cracker. Then you dip it in the soup, and you dip it in the stew. That's big air quotes there. Do it with foam hands if I
was just going to
could.
use her aspergillium to smash a piece of hardtack and eat that.
and then you're like, yeah, it's not that bad. Then your lips just pucker up and try to pull into your face because of how salty it is.
Your lips just shrivel up and fall in pieces.
It's not toxic. It's not burnt, but it isn't pleasant.
It's not soup. That's what it is.
I feel like we should get all of our food pre-made from now on.
I just get the image of Ziltia just like being all excited to cook, but it always ends up horrible.
I'm gonna pull out one of my health potions and shake it like the same way that somebody would pull out like a bottle of beer and be like, "You want a drink?"
Nobody's had any health issues from eating this. I'm just saying it's unpleasant. It's not like, oh God, this is going to kill me. I've improperly prepared something or other. It's just more like, oh.
No. I was talking about doing that to the centaurs. Like, you guys injured or anything like that?
They appreciate the offer, but none of them are injured or unwell.
I'm gonna pass around my little flask of fire water.
Ziltia
Drink out of it.
Yeah.
Ziltia just
Yeah, they are going to wait for you to drink first before they're going to take... Any of them are going to even take a small sip of it after watching the cooking skill here.
The cooking disaster.
Yeah, they're going to take a bit of a sniff of it to make sure, like, this is alcohol, right? Maybe this is... okay, so we understand the cooking now.
You mainly subsist off of alcohol.
What they have to offer, though, at the moment is just some, effectively jerky that they have at the moment, since it's obviously they haven't gone hunting yet. As well as slivers of a fairly tangy root that's pretty much like here, if you want to chew this
I'll take some of the root.
flavor.
Yeah.
Think of it as like chewing on a piece of ginger.
Oh, nice. I like ginger.
Ginger candy?
Not quite candied. It just has a tiny bit of honey to it.
Ooh. I will take some.
They're not exactly living the high life out here.
Hey, they're offering. I won't
So who
deny
put
it.
you guys in charge of this? Of guarding the place? Since that seems to be what you're doing here.
Well, goblins keep coming from this area, and we've come here to remove them, or to find their source. We have never seen them come out of the tower itself.
So you don't actually own this tower. It's not yours.
We don't know who its master is. It's shuttered, and we can't make it up the approach to it.
Looks like there's stairs up to the approach. Why can't you make it up to the approach?
They just kind of
Like
give
some-
you a motherfuckerly look and look down at their hooves and then look at the stairs.
So what? So you're saying that the goblins come from here and attack your villages, correct?
It's the closest place. It's the closest place we have found where consistently goblins come from this direction, even if we cannot find how or where they're coming from. It's just always from near here.
Is this place at all close to the cave we cleared out?
That was out of character, I believe.
I'm just double checking. I keep forgetting it. Okay, other maps and stuff's in the top right corner. The goblin place you went after is that's about 1, 2, 3. It's about 30 miles to the north,
Okay.
and crossing another ley line because that was up near Bridgeband. But then again, that goblin, as you observed, had been summoning goblins from somewhere else.
I see.
I'm gonna offer to repair any of their equipment or weapons.
So do they pay attention to Maeve if she gets up and gets closer to the tower, looking around?
If you start going up to the tower's approach, one of the Centaurs will break off and follow you at a discreet distance.
Fair enough. I'm just kind of looking over the tower, looking for what is it? Secret doors or compartments.
I mean, yeah, there is the main approach. It does have that drawbridge down. It's just beyond it is a closed gate and portcullis.
Yeah, I'm going up to the actual tower, and I'm looking around to see if there's any secret doors, maybe to get in. Otherwise, I'll go back to the front. And
Does the tower look like it was built by humans, dwarves, elves?
Are there
be
any
able
locks?
to tell that?
Okay, I'm trying to remember. No, I'm just trying to remember what skills it might be, because there are there's so many of them.
I have underground architecture, but I don't have architecture. I don't think I would know that.
Believe that would be under a scholarly skill if I was to make a broad guess. Let's see. Skills. Come on, skills. Three, two, one.
Those were the meds I was taking when I hurt my back.
Yeah, unless you had something, I'd say like, I could have sworn they had architecture or engineering in here somewhere.
Well, I mean, I have underground architecture as a dwarf, so architecture I would assume would be in there, but I don't have architecture as the skill. So I would probably assume that would be a no.
I'm just making a very quick check. It is weird what some of the lores... oh, there is a mace...
I'm gonna be right
masonry
back.
skill be about the closest one there is. I'm surprised that existed. But, and the tower doesn't really have any heraldry.
Also, if
I'm gonna get off my horse.
Okay.
Also, if the Centaur doesn't have any locks, are there any windows?
The closest thing it has to windows is those arrow slits.
So nothing I could climb through.
Yeah, at best you could climb to the roof.
It is a tower.
Okay. How high? How tall is the tower?
About 40 meters tall. It's not a huge, massive, imposing tower, but it's still a fairly strong and tall fortification.
Okay. You said I could climb to the roof, right?
Yes. Just make a climb check for me, that's all I need. Nice.
Got it.
Alright, yeah, you're able to get access the roof.
Alright.
You know, typical battlements, carenulations, and meticulations for defense.
What's this? For the drawbridge?
Yes. But and I really didn't have anything else to put there, but it looks like the mechanism is much more complicated. It seems to be connected to more than just the drawbridge.
Can I figure it out? Or are there any windows on this part? Are there any windows on this part that you can get in?
No, that's just a steeped roof.
Okay.
You can use your, I think you have something for detecting hidden doors?
Locate secret door and compartment.
Yeah, you can use that.
This is all while you're talking, so you can keep talking. No. How long does it take for me to try again?
It's taking like a half hour just kind of walking around tapping at stuff because it is a pretty big tower up there.
Well, I'm just trying to make this work. I'm not walking around.
Oh, you're just trying to get the mechanism?
Yeah, so do I have to, so is it like 30 minutes before I can try again?
Yeah.
Almost.
Anyways, to the people who are left at the fire, Atrion's just addressing y'all. So this individual who wants to take...
Really? Keep going. I'm just...
No, I was just checking that too. So what is the intentions of this merchant?
I think his intention is to make some money. Maybe use this as a base of operations, a storage facility, or a magical research place. I don't know. We were just hired to clear it.
Mm.
It took 2 hours to get the lock. Or the compartment, whatever. FYI.
Yeah, it's pretty complicated. You realize that, at first when you're messing with it, that every time you try to... that you're trying to retract the portcullis, but if you do that, it raises the drawbridge, and it takes you a while to figure out the mechanism, so it'll pull up the portcullis while leaving the drawbridge down.
So that means there's an entrance now.
Well, you still have the gate.
I thought that's what I just opened.
You lower the drawbridge and you raise the
Portcullis is a metal gate.
I thought the drawbridge was already... Wait, I thought the drawbridge was already pulled.
It's already down. What I'm saying is, like I said, it's a complicated mechanism, and it seems that if you don't do it right, if you're trying to open the portcullis, it'll also pull the drawbridge up. But you're able to figure out how to operate the mechanism so it'll leave the drawbridge down, and you've raised the portcullis, so you now have access to the closed gate, which you didn't have before.
Okay. Is there any way to make the closed gate come up with this thing, or do I have to climb back down?
You have to climb back down. It doesn't look like the gate's connected to this mechanism.
Alright, do I have to roll to climb down?
If you have rope and you're careful, you don't have to.
Sure, I'll do that. Then I'm gonna go in and try and see what I have to do to open up the gate.
It's a pretty impressive lock.
I have pick lock. And she's doing all this without relaying any information to y'all. She just walked away.
Well, most of y'all hear clanking, banging, the grinding of gears.
Is she trying to siege into that tower?
Got the gate open.
Well, that's going to have to wait.
Okay.
But as you're talking with Atrion, would your merchant be trying to... Well, would they be interested in ending the goblin menace if they have access to this tower?
I don't see why not.
He'll do anything if it makes him money. The goblins would be a pest to him as much as anybody else. So, yeah, probably. Like I said, he's a merchant, not a fighter. So, anything that doesn't cause him inconvenience would probably be beneficial to him. Not having a bunch of goblins around would probably be very beneficial. Speaking of which, how about we go get that carpet?
Oh, if you have the carpet, Hellman can look at it.
Yeah, let's have Hellman look at the carpet.
Alright then.
Yeah, Hellman will inform you that it's a teleportation circle. It's connected to another location and another circle like it. So
Oh, okay.
when this is laid out and empowered, and he'll just have to do like one last thing, it will effectively open a connection, and they can anything that's inside the circle they can send to wherever it's connected to.
I'll explain that I got the magical carpet from the guy, and it's supposed to send us one of his apprentices to help out with something to the...
He doesn't have any reason to take you at your word, but as long as the goblin menace doesn't get worse, they will leave you alone with this tower, but if it does, they'll bring their whole tribe here, or their whole clan here, to deal with it once and for all.
Well, I say we bring the apprentice through and see what he says.
Fair enough. Just make sure the
'Cause-
apprentice doesn't say anything stupid when he gets here.
We have no control over the apprentice.
Well, you could knock him out or something.
Yeah, true.
Last thing
Yeah.
we need is him coming here and then offending our guests here.
We're guests of them, but I take your meaning, yes. So,
So,
are we agreed on doing that then?
anyways, you've kind of concluded your discussions. You know, after a bit, it's still going to be like an hour until, Mev gets the portcullis raised and then shimmies down the tower and is actually able to breach the lock on the front door. There is a minor spark of magic when the doors are open, though. And any of y'all could see this because it's kind of like a blue sort of crackle of lightning that goes across the threshold.
Well, that happened.
That looks like a trap.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree. So who goes in first?
Let's bring the apprentice through first.
All right.
Well, Hellman is going to kind of give you a little bit of bad news because you're going to have to go inside the tower in order to get close enough to the energies of the ley line to tap it, because even with his PPE reserves, he doesn't have enough to activate this type of circle. It's a bit too much for him.
Ah. Well, I guess we go inside then.
Well,
Yeah, the only other option is like travel 10 to 15 miles north onto the ley line in order to try and pick up some more energy, because right here what's bleeding out is a lot weaker than it should be at the end point of a ley line.
all right then.
Well, then, let's see if we can't gain access to the tower.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, more magic certainly was one.
Forward into the tower, I guess.
I guess so.
Alright. As each of you cross the threshold, you're going to feel just a tiny tingle go up your spines, but nothing bad happens to y'all. And you're going to... I didn't have a map prepared for this, but inside on the first floor, you're going to see what appears to be a sort of magic circle. It's very, very large, and it's pulsing irregularly.
That looks foreboding.
I'm gonna ask if this is what they needed to use the cart.
magic's stronger in here. See if we can actually get something out of Hellman without it detonating. Wow. Okay, he's able to figure. Hellman will be able to figure out through the mystic symbology that that this isn't a summoning circle or a circle of. Well, it's technically a circle of power, but it's meant to regulate the energy on the ley line between this tower and another point. Let's see, what else?
So somebody tapped the ley line.
Well,
to
it's
use
more of
somewhere.
this. It's more of this circle is not. Could possibly not be operating 100% properly. We'll slap that with a enchantment check. No. So not 100% sure about the enchantment. I guess let's go to the nitty-gritty and see if Hellman can make his successful decipher circle. That's pretty much as hard as it gets. No. Pretty much Hellman knows that the circles, or the symbology of the circles, it regulates the release of magic. You know, other things will require more study. Best guess is that activating the teleportation should not interfere with this circle. As long as they're not connected.
That's good. So that's a yes, you can use the carpet now?
Yes, Hellman's gonna just... Since the carpet's pretty much all set up and Hellman won't have to do anything additional to it except power it and activate it, which are trivial things to a pre-made circle. So Hellman would just do that. Just has to draw on the PPE that's fluctuating out of the larger circle in the middle of the tower. At which point the teleportation circle will glow like it's ready, and then y'all kind of have to wait about an hour before it seems that the other side realizes that you activate it, and they finally come through. A fairly young dwarf, you know, only in their 60s, arrives to look around and kind of measure you all up. So, we have it.
Have what?
The tower. You know, there's nobody
You're
to
standing in it.
Don't you pull a Blieznatch with me.
You're standing in it.
Alright, and there's nothing else, there's no other issues here?
There's a massive goblin problem and some very angry centaurs up. And the circle is pulsing? Is it supposed to do that?
I'll go over to the main circle and he will take a look at it.
Saran is going to keep an eye out because I don't think we've properly secured this tower. So I don't know if there's anything dangerous around.
I guess I can do.
Suddenly a
sense
Balrog
presence.
comes out of the shadows.
It just picks up our dwarf and splats him against the wall.
Oh, look, and a legendary dragon, too.
Oh.
Oh, can't do anything here. Bye, guys.
Yeah, at most, to one side of the main floor is a set of stairs that leads up.
Goes up, you say?
Yes.
I will go up then. What is up there?
You'll find living quarters and a, pretty much a small chapel.
Ooh, can I use lore religion on it?
Certainly can.
Hey, success.
It is a church to Modrvi. Modrvi. Modrvi.
Modvery.
Thank you. God of inspiration and skillful craft.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
While you're upstairs, you'll feel it through the floor and everyone else will watch, but the apprentice, after a minute, is able to make some additional marks onto the main circle, and there's a big pulse that shakes the tower and some of the ground outside, and it seems to settle back down after that.
Is there anything in the living quarters?
Bed, chairs, 2 rooms, possibly one for by the size of the bed, a couple, and another room either for guests or children.
I'm gonna rifle through all the stuff. See if there's anything useful in it.
The coverings for the bed are old and dusty from just sitting here, unmaintained, but they are a finer grade of fabric than, most stuff that you're used to.
I'm just looking for, like, weapons that are laying against the wall or a coin purse that's in a drawer. That's all I'm really looking for.
You're not finding anything like that. At most, you're finding, like, clothes and smaller personal grooming implements.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave all that stuff.
And there's a couple more floors up from you.
I'll go check those too.
Yeah, one floor reeks of chemical smells, and there's seems to be all sorts of alchemical devices in there.
Yeah, not going into that one. Gotta skip that.
And the next one up appears to be, I guess you could say, an observatory. And when you're looking at that, what you would expect is a black shingled roof from the inside, has some sort of enchantment that makes it appear transparent.
Oh, cool. Is there anything else in the observatory?
Giant brass telescope and not a planetarium, but one of those models of the solar system devices.
Oh. How many planets are?
Of the larger one, you have about 9, but there's also smaller things orbiting several of the larger bodies.
Do any of them look like man-made? Or is it just planets?
It's just a brass construct that, it has general features. Brass and glass.
Then I'm going to go downstairs and tell everybody about what I...
The Blieznatch's apprentice looks pretty pissed off finding out there's a unsecured alchemy lab on one of the levels.
I'm going to explain that I did not touch anything and I didn't even go inside.
Tell you that is pretty much a very smart idea. Who knows what you could have done if you'd disturbed anything.
Probably killed everyone here. I'm a paladin, not an alchemist.
At most, he'll ask Mev how the drawbridge works, since it seems she figured it out.
I'll let him know.
And with that, he will offer that if you want to go back to the city quickly, he'll activate the teleportation circle to send you all the way back to Delbox Rest.
Oh, that's it? We don't have to do anything else here?
Well, I'd like to ask the Centaurs... Well, sorry, not that. I wanted to ask the apprentice if the problems with the circle had anything to do with a bunch of goblins being around in the area and just sort of showing up without there being an actual, like, goblin nest.
Oh yeah, he says that one of the problems with ley lines is random portals can appear upon them, and if a ley line is not stabilized by some means, then it can become worse. Nexus points where multiple ley lines cross are the worst for that. They can sometimes open portals to another realm for days, months, or at worst, years.
Okay, it's safe to go outside and say that tell the Centaurs that they shouldn't have any, or at least less, goblin problems. Maybe not none, but less.
Yeah, how he'll explain it is a ley line's like a stream, and you can put dams on it or reservoirs, but if it's not done properly, it can cause ripples or like white waters to develop, and where that's at will cause portals. And considering you had already found a goblin who was using even though it was a very long ways away, was summoning other goblins, it could be some sympathetic magic between the two, just kind of resonating through the ley lines.
Just gonna stand there and smile and nod my head because I have no idea what he's saying because he starts talking about magical gibberish. With the ley lines and the crystal balls and the yep, okay. So I'll go outside and tell the Centaurs they shouldn't have to worry about any more goblins around.
They hope your word proves true, otherwise they'll be back here with their grievances.
And then I direct them to the apprentice. He's the one that said it was fixed. If there's any problems, go talk to them.
Yeah, he looks like he wants to close the place up and not have any guests, so he's like, so do you want that trip back to the city or not?
Yes, please.
I'll take it.
That of you.
All right, he'll pretty much he'll direct you inside, have you stand on the teleportation rug, and then he'll activate it, and with a quick flash of magical light, you'll find yourself standing in Blieznatch's shop.
Oh, I just thought of something. When I was talking to the Centaurs, can I tell them roughly where the city that we came from is, in case there's any further problems with goblins?
Yeah, they'll understand the directions and the distance in terms of riding for days. And they'll just say that none of them have ever gone that far.
Well, I tried, so there we go.
Alright. And so with that, you find your, adventure over without bloodshed.
Yay.
Bummer.
Well, you talked it out instead of just beat stick. And at that, as Blieznatch promised, he pays you out a trade bar of silver. Altogether worth about 100 gold that you can split between each other.
He put a bar of gold on the table when we were negotiating.
Could have sworn it was silver. Let's for running with less notes. I could have sworn he pulled out a bar of silver.
If I remember,
No,
it was gold.
I remember gold too.
Alright. So he's
You can
effective.
go back and check the recording later if you want.
We didn't record that one, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're working on everyone's character sheets. Still, he's giving you effectively 100 gold. Either way. Because trust me, a trade bar of silver and a trade bar of gold are nowhere near the same size. It's just a way of going, here's a lot of money.
Yeah, take my money and go away.
I'm gonna ask Blieznatch if he found out anything about that thing with the
He's not sure on the details, but he'll say that there was great evil there. One could prove disastrous.
You're going robotic, babe.
What?
You're going robotic.
I still can't hear you.
You're going
She
robotic.
said you're going robotic.
Oh, I am? Sorry.
Well, you were temporarily. It cleared up now.
Okay, no. He said there's a great evil where that black edifice is, and if left unchecked, it's probably going to be one of those calamity style ones. Unfortunately, it's so far away that he's not sure what anyone here could do. It would take,
Okay, you're going robotic, but I got the gist of what you were saying.
Yeah.
I'm
Babe,
gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask Blieznatch. I just forgot the elf's name. The guy that worked for the prince,
Lanolin?
Lanolin. Yes, what he thought of it.
He pretty much treated that as something he needs to go and speak with the prince about. Saying that it could prove to be a bigger issue. Okay, who's like huffing into their mic?
It's not me. I'm using push to talk.
Ah. No,
Well,
but
I mean, the mic's pretty far from my mouth.
okay.
Well, that's all in the prince's hands now.
No, what I was trying to say earlier, if it didn't get through, was that Lanolin's bringing the issue to the prince, and Blieznatch doesn't know what the people of this city can do, since the amount of distance would take them several months, maybe even half a year, to march to that location because it's so far away.
So essentially, what you're saying is it's not our problem anymore. It's in the prince's hands now.
Yeah, because this is especially considering what seemed to have happened to said tower that was observed. It's like that seems to be a bit beyond y'all's abilities to deal with.
Yeah, that was some prince level magic right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the tavern and buy a bottle of like I don't know, some kind of bottle of alcohol or something like that, and a couple of bags of like pipe tobacco.
Okay, yeah, like only 2 or 3 gold.
And I'm also gonna see if we can't. Does anybody in the party have like a bow or some kind of ranged?
I have a knife that I can throw.
I don't think a knife would be very good for hunting deer or something like that.
Yeah, probably not.
So we don't have to keep eating hardtack and salted meat all the time. I don't know. I'll buy a bow. I'll buy a bow. How about that? And a couple of arrows, just in case. Bogdan, is he still on Discord? He is still on Discord. He must be talking to Mama Squeeps or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll talk to him about that later. About getting some kind of bow for the party so we can get some game or whatever.
Okay.